they brought the stone throwers, and all of a sudden, I mean
What is a stone thrower? Is it a machine or people?
It's a machine. No, it's a machine which can, all what they do is throw these big rocks, and it's amazing how the police was so well organized, because the police had brought all these stones and loaded it up in 5 lumps. And what they started doing was loading this up and shooting this. And this was, oh my God, it was just incredible. They broke both 18-wheelers. They smashed the 18-wheelers. And then 43 were out in the port still, which fortunately George Galloway, you know, who was the leader of Viva Palestina, he and I can't remember the name of the Turkish delegation. We were joined by 17 Turkish MPs who were
members of the parliament.
Of the Turkish Assembly, General Assembly. And we were, they negotiated, of course, coming back to the riot, right after that negotiations resumed with the Egyptian authorities, okay? So 55 of our guys were injured, 7 of us were arrested, and hate to say it, we took 6 cops, 6 of the riot police, we took them hostages. We pulled them from the crowd when they were baton charging us. We managed to grab them and pull them in. So that was our bargaining chip, I guess, because when they knew that we had the Egyptian police as hostages, they decided, okay, they'll negotiate. They will negotiate. So, which they did, and finally 2 days later, they allowed us to go at 10:30 in the night. That's again to avoid the crowds. This was their biggest contention. The Egyptians really did not want. But they were also doing exactly what the Israelis wanted, because they were telling us to get permission from Israel all the time. And the Israelis extended the normal 16-mile, their waters, international so-called territorial waters, extended from 16 to 25. The Turkish captain who captained the ferry went right through beyond the 16 miles. He said, we are in international waters, we are Turkish ship, you're not stopping us, and he cruised right through. And of course the Israelis threatened to bomb him, but he did what he had to do. It was just amazing. It was just incredible what the Turks achieved. I mean, I give full credence to the Turks, and any praise, anything.
So, how many trucks actually got into Gaza?
167.
And how long were they allowed to stay, though?
We were told we'll be given 48 hours. Then we arrived at roughly about 4:30 in the morning in Gaza, and they put us into hotels, different hotels all over Gaza City. We had parked the vehicles on Gaza airstrip, and early the next morning at 6 o'clock, we were told we had to leave and get to Rafah crossing by 8 o'clock because they were crossing the border. So basically, how long did we say? I think we stayed roughly about 32 hours, essentially, less than 32 hours, because they kept us waiting at the Rafah crossing for about 7 hours before providing us with buses, and then they accompanied us non-stop. They drove us non-stop to Cairo airport, and basically they were deporting us. But they didn't stamp deport on they just wanted everybody out.
And this is how Egypt treats humanitarian convoy.
Exactly. It's worse. I mean, I haven't gone into a lot of details. Okay, the Egyptians were absolutely terrible, to be very honest. I mean,
the Egyptian government and police.
Egyptian government I'm talking about. No. And in fact, the immigration and customs guys treated us so badly, and they took almost all our little things like shaving kits, nail clippers, tiny scissors. You know, I mean, these guys took everything that they could possibly from your luggage. It was just a horrendous experience. Eventually, again, the Turks came to our rescue. You know, at least 120 to 150 people probably took their own flights out of Cairo directly to England or somewhere. But many of us who had missed our flights the day before, like myself, I was able to get on a charter flight that the Turkish government sent at no cost to me. They brought us to Istanbul and put us up in another hotel for 48 hours, and they said, if you can stay if you want to. But, you know, I stayed one more day, and then I got a flight back to the States.
Extraordinary, extraordinary story.
Yeah, it's an extraordinary.
Do you regret that you went on this thing?
No, I would never have missed this for anything. I mean, I'm planning to go on the 20th of April by boat with IHH back to Gaza. Right now we have 20 boats, 10 of them from Turkey, 7 coming from Sweden, Norway, and Belgium. Two coming from Britain, 1 coming from Italy.
Now, is this Viva Palestina or is this Free
No.
Gaza?
This is IHH. That's the IHH. That's the International Human Rights and Human Relief Foundation from Istanbul, from Turkey.
Well, I want to wish you great luck on this convoy by sea to Palestine.
Yes, yeah. Thank you. We need a lot of luck because the Israelis have threatened to turn us back, and we have already signed declarations saying that, you know, we don't hold IHH responsible because we believe that they could fire on us or take the whole convoy back into Cyprus and then tell us to make our own way back. But with the Turkish government firmly on our side, we believe that we can achieve this.
Thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you. Thank you very much for allowing us to talk about this in the U.S. media.